Okay, so this was my Christmas present to Tony this year. It's a portrait of us together when Annabelle was an infant. So I had a picture. This was originally my mom, and then I sent a picture to the artist, and they superimposed Tony in there. It kind of shows that he was here with us from the beginning.
It's the small things in life that bring joy to this close-knit family in Lake Lenore, Saskatchewan. They've learned to never take for granted precious time with loved ones.
No, that doesn't go there. It goes here.
We don't know how lucky we are to have a Canadian passport because we can basically travel anywhere, anytime. But for some countries, it's a lot more difficult.
Jill and Tony had no idea what that struggle would look like when they first met 4 years ago across the world in Abu Dhabi.
I never give my phone number out to anybody, but there was something about him that I trusted, so I just gave him my number. So we met the beginning of May of 2014.
Yeah.
And then we got engaged on Halloween night.
It's fast.
It was fast, yeah.
We're both the same age, we're 38.
Yeah.
His birthday's a day after
A day
mine,
after, actually.
the same year.
Okay.
Mine is 17th, hers 16th.
Okay.
So at our mature age, I guess you know better
what you want also, yeah.
who you are and who you want.
The two married in Kenya shortly after. When Jill got pregnant with their first child, she decided to return to Canada for both financial and health reasons. A bad back had her in a wheelchair on her last trip overseas. So not being able to travel, Jill applied for a visitor visa so Tony could be there to see his daughter being born. But on August 17th, 2014, that was denied.
It was frustrating, actually.
Yeah.
When you have a baby and she's growing without you at the same time, you want to get to be involved in her life, and it's not possible. I've seen movies, I've seen people being labeled as absentee fathers. I just didn't want to be there. I just want to to fall in that category.
And so they applied again the following year, but were once again rejected. And even with a daughter and a wife waiting in Canada, one reason cited, insufficient contacts.
He would have a nervous breakdown probably once a month about not being able to see her, and I would have to reassure him that everything was going to be okay and that he would eventually be here with us.
My mom is a very strong Christian, and when I'm also low, I will call her, we'll talk, and she will just give me that hope, and we'll pray together.
Jill, what was that like for you?
Luckily, I had my parents here to help. I don't know what I would have done, but it was hard.
So life as a husband and a father took place over Skype for nearly 4 years.
I've sent photos almost every day and videos, and most of our Skype conversations were me just following Annabelle around the room.
Yeah. I just knew all the progress. I knew how everything's going, yeah.
Jill hired a private lawyer to apply for permanent residency.
That's your letter of invitation from Mom and Dad.
The paperwork seemed endless, with photos, emails, Facebook messages, even pay stubs to prove their relationship. In December of 2017, 3 years after the original visitor visa application, and after $10,000 spent on the process, Tony was finally granted entrance to Canada.
The flight was delayed, so Annabelle and my mom and I were sitting there for quite a while. I think it was an hour late. All these people are coming through. I'm like, well, where is he?
All along, I was trying to, because I'm going to meet my daughter for the first time, and I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know how she was going to embrace me or no, and I was nervous. I was ready.
I was nervous too, not seeing somebody for almost 4 years. It's almost like you have to get to know them again. Well, she was really shy at first. She knows him though. Yeah. She knows her daddy.
You love wrestling, yeah?
A month in, Tony and Annabelle have developed a special bond.
He's the nicest, best guy I've ever met, and he's a great dad to Annabelle. He's a natural.
As for the couple, they say prayer and perseverance have got them to this point.
Do you think this process has made your marriage stronger?
I would say so, yeah.
Each and every day is going to stronger.
It's kind of like we're getting to know each other over again, but I think we're definitely stronger for having gone through what we went through.